This channel is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. We used to have victories, but we don't have them. When was the last time anybody saw us beating, let's say, lair enemies? They kill us. I used to beat lair enemies all the time. All the time. When did we last make it to the mines? They send their orcs all over the dungeon by the millions. And what do? When did we last use a giant spike club? The devs are laughing at us, at our stupidity. They are not our friends, believe me. They are killing us. This channel has become a dumping ground for weak characters. It's true. This is of course part 5 of Troll Chaos Night. The end of the last one we died again for the 3rd time. It has been rough. It was another lair death, so 2nd lair death so far. I don't think I made any huge misplay in that one. So what happened is we were fighting the lair 6 end vault that has a bunch of death yaks in it. Catoblepus, and you normally get a troll, some sort of troll. The mage, the one that has haste. Anyway, Zom berserked us, so we had no choice but to stay and fight. He then changed one of them, one of the death yaks, into a entropy weaver. We still had to fight because we were berserk. And it was kind of going okay. Zom's getting bored? Why are you getting bored? You are now a boring thing? You haven't even rested. Anyway, when the berserk finally ran out, we got paralyzed and then killed. So it was kind of unlucky. I don't think there was anything huge that I could have done about it. And so here we are, from the beginning again. Gonna be stubborn. We're gonna stick at it. Oh, we got more ID. That's a D2 Scorpion. That is insane. We have a curing, or we could just walk away from it. Nah. Let's try. This is so not worth... Oh, it's alright. We're not streaking. We died 3 times already. What does it matter? Oh, okay. You can kill it. No, can't. Yeah, we can fight it. Yeah, got it. More in. That was pretty insane though. We can't do the stuff until we get remove curse though. There it is. Staff of Wizardry, okay, that's good. When we start getting some low level spells. I'd like to point out though that, okay, never mind, it's a berserk ooze. That except, so we've killed 3 characters. The second one, I don't think there was much that really anyone could do about it. We got teleported into 3 orc priests. We then got one of them got changed into a what's that dragon called? An acid dragon. So that death was kind of, there's really not much you could do about that one. But the other 2, I would point out that I think if in either of those 2 games we had just trained the shield skill, we would never have been in trouble. So both games we had a shield, but I never trained it because the plan, of course, is to head towards giant clubs. But that's scary. Oh, nice. We got Ogrebs. Thank you, Zon. It's a D2 null pack. Always scary. So what was I saying? About shields, yeah. So we hadn't trained any shield skill. Whoa, potion of experience. Okay. Let's cough. Let me make my point and then we'll cough that. The point is that I hope that serves as a reminder of just how much you give up when you go for giant clubs. That used to not be the case with ogres because of their +3 aptitudes, but now we're basically gaining maces and flails skill as fast as an ogre would. -1, it's the same aptitude. It's pretty much the same in terms of a troll or an ogre. The same aptitude, you have the same defensive issues with both. Ogre has a better fighting aptitude, so you have more HP, but you're still large, which means poor evasion. You still are too big for most things of armor. So trolls and ogres both tend to be low AC unless they can find dragon scales, and usually that doesn't happen until later in the game. So their best defense by far, especially early, is usually shields. And so yeah, if you don't want to train the shield, your character is much less survivable. So yeah, if you're the sort of player who still goes the giant clubs on your ogres, it's really not good. You shouldn't. So yeah, there you go. I mean, as a troll, we should be using our claws. I know that's not really the point I'm making. Robin, she's okay. Yeah. She can sometimes have wands, which make her a lot scarier, but otherwise it's fine. Blowgun, yeah, let's pick that up. And let's start training some throwing. One day I'll remember. If I keep spotting characters, this will get enforced. We should have large rocks on, and we'll do all our throwing things. Cool. The throwing skill is going to help us with the blowgun, so that's good. Yeah, anyway. So I'm doing the giant spike club for you, the viewer, but if you're seriously playing to be trying to win the game, you basically should just pretend that there's no such thing as giant clubs in the game. Giving up a shield on both of the two species that can use them is just not worth it. And that's an amulet of faith. That's sad because I used to very much enjoy clobbering things with the giant clubs, but yeah, that's the world we live in. I kind of half hope that, not that I have too much hope of this, but maybe we can get some sort of other large species that's good with a giant club, because it's really fun sometimes. Amulet of Faith. With Zom, basically what it does is make him act more often. So it's neither good nor bad. Although based on some of the things Zom's done, you might think that it's bad. I don't know. While we don't have another amulet, let's just use it. Let's go crazy. He is crazy youth. Speaking of crazy, that siren you heard is probably the devs, seeing that I just criticized, or I stated how unhappy I am with the current state of ogres, so they're probably turning up at my door right now. D4, let's do our scrolls. Back up. You don't want to get teleported. The good thing about Zom acting more often is that he'll give you more mutations. I say that like it's a good thing. It usually is a good thing. Most of these games he keeps giving us frail. Oh, we never quaffed the experience! Oh god, okay. Jesus, what's wrong with me? I got so wrapped up in complaining about large clubs that I completely forgot that we found a D2 experience potion. Let's do that. Okay, what do we want? Okay, so if you were a normal troll doing unarmed, you could just go, hell yeah, give me 11 points of unarmed combat. Let's go wild. If you had a shield, this could alone just get rid of your shield penalty. Straight up. Another good option is just to go plus 10 skill in fighting, or I mean it's not plus 10 because we're already at 3.6, but we could get to 10.5. We could split it between fighting and maces. What if we went all maces? There is an ogre down there, so we could just go. We could I think this is the play. We can role play that we are an old ogre. So we have the +3 maces and flails aptitude. So we've just suddenly gained heaps and heaps of MNF skill. I mean, 7.9 fighting and 9.2. Yeah, we're an ogre. So we got +3 aptitude for fighting and a +3 aptitude for maces and flails. Let's go. We're rushing the giant club. Let's do it. Awesome. Here's a ghost. That does not look like an Australian player's name. Schwarznadel. Well, Schwarz is black. I don't know what Nadel is. What is he? A Minotaur fighter. Can hit for 19, which is a lot of damage, but we all of a sudden have 72 HP. So we can just fight him. We just stand on the stairs until we proc something really good off our mace. As long as we don't drop below 38 HP, which we didn't. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's kill that ogre and then let's just start using the giant club. Poison javelins are really good. What's in here? Needles of confusion? Nah. It's like a hex one. Actually, maybe we should buy those. They're literally 15 gold. Okay, that gives us a good way to try to fight this ogre that's wandering around if we confuse him first. So I'm gonna, the needles of confusion are quivered already. That's good. Also, we could just throw poison javelins now I think about it and then kite him. Which is a very good play against a scorpion. We can't even hit him. Feels bad. He's susceptible to poison, so if we could just... Seeing that the javelins are broken, let's try the blowgun. That's the confusion. Okay, there we go. The poison needle did it. Jeez. It's an artifact trident. If you are a new ogre, you'd be really excited because they're a polearm species, not a maces and flails. We're not gonna even try it. We have been hexed by the wizard. There are 3 wizards at once. We have 2 curing if we start getting confused. So we should be fine. We have so much HP from that experience potion. It's pretty busted how strong we are. Alright, this is the urn. I can feel it. It's the urn. What is with all these scorpions? Alright, Wand of Digging is very good. We can't afford it yet, so we'll put that on the shopping list. Something that we could afford right now, well 2 actually. We could afford the Wand of Acid or the Wand of Ice Blast. Both of those are extremely powerful in the early game. There's another Wand of Acid too, but we can't afford that one. Of the 2, I think Acid is stronger? I don't know. There are 8 charges on Ice Blast compared to 6 on Acid. Acid is the stronger one, I'd say in a vacuum, but Ice Blast can't miss, so it's also helpful against some specific enemies who are hard to hit. But I'm going to go the Acid. Cool, so now we can easily fight this ogre when we find him. It's the power of going upstairs. Can we throw javelins? The javelins are actually just broken. Alright, can we... I don't know. See, we've got 2 throwing. How likely your confusion needles are to work depends on a bunch of different things. One of which is your throwing skill. So, I don't know. I don't know how likely this is to actually work if we go needles of confusion, but I'm willing to try. And I was going to say, if it doesn't work, which it didn't, we can just Wand of Acid him. Yeah. That's a lot. Hey, there's another one. Alright. Maybe this one will work. Poison javelins, go. Hey, it worked. Okay, they worked that time. Hey, nice. He gave us a scroll of teleportation. Thank you, Zon. Alright, so we get the giant club. That's also a giant club. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. All in giant club. So we're almost at 10 skill. We swing at 1.1, which isn't too bad. Alright, this is cool. I like this. We're actually role-playing as the old ogre right now. Yeah, it works. Okay, sick. All these wands mean that we can go pay Crazy Youth a visit now. And all these means to kite him. Because you really don't want to get hit by his quarterstaff of chaos. Can paralyze you, can proc elect, can banish you. All those fun chaotic effects. Basically it does all the things that our thing does. So it can also turn you invis, make you berserk, and so on. Let's try the poison. Oh, we got him in one. Okay, that's amazing. So we get a cloak. No, we don't. Well, we do, but is the cloak better than the spirit shield? So at the moment, our spirit shield is giving us effectively 7 extra HP. Is 7 extra HP better than 1 AC? And slightly more HP regen, because your magic regen is now HP regen with spirit shield. I don't actually know which one I want. I feel like the AC is probably better. Because we're already such a high HP species with so much fighting training this early. So yeah. More good ones here. There's paralysis, there's some good evocables, so Fire of Floods, Box of Beasts, more acid. And disintegration's pretty good in the early game, but I don't think we're going to be buying that one. And I'm not too keen to head into evocations because we're going all in on our maces and flails here for our giant club rush that we're currently doing. It's pretty good. This is what it used to be like. You could do this. You could pretty much, well, not quite straight away, but you could very soon after finding giant clubs start using them. By the time you're in lair with your +3 maces and flails aptitude, you could be using the giant spiked club. This guy is hasted. Alright, yeah. That's from the shaman. We'll just kill him. Hit him a couple of times with our big boy club. That's what I'm trying to say. And smush him. Who needs spells? Who needs shields? Who said shields were so good? More Needles of Confusion. Hey, a glowing hat, that's amazing. +1 hat, so we just got 2 extra AC. And it looks like one of those caps that chauffeurs or old Englishmen wear. I don't know the actual name for that, but yeah. Zom has just given us 410 gold. Okay. Amulet of Faith, best Zom item. Change my opinion. Let's see. So we want to grab. Let's just grab a bunch of wands. More Ice Blast. Or Ice Blast. More Acid. I don't know if that one was cheaper, but yes, it was. Okay. Considering that was 9 charges and the other one is 7, this was cheaper. Cool. So that was a nice bonus. Zom gave us Cleave. Nice. Okay, this is the urn. I feel it. I feel it in my big bones. 10 rations. Nice. Gave us some extra food. Hasn't given us the frail mutation just yet, but I'm sure that will be happening any moment now. Okay, we got a new ghost, but we got a bunch of demons to help us, so imps. This is a Minotaur fighter who can hit for 9 damage. Oros. I don't know what you were doing, Oros, but your Minotaur fighter should be hitting for more than that by D6. Let's see, can we confuse him? Yes, okay, and now that means we can just throw some javelins at him. Never mind, we got might. Just fight him. There's a giant spiked club. Okay, this one I suspect we don't want to use yet. The giant club is swinging at 1.1. Yeah, we don't want the giant spike club. That's swinging at 1.3. That's a bit dangerous. If you're swinging at slower than 1, it means that we have 20. 23 acid, that's amazing. So let me start again. If you're swinging at slower than 1, normal speed enemies will get the chance to hit you multiple times for each one action you take. And if it's something like an ogre that can do huge amounts of damage, actually an ogre's not a good example because they swing slowly. But I don't know what's better. Say we meet a monster troll. If it's something like that where it could hit you twice for 50 damage in your one swing, it can be very dangerous. Let's go poison javelins. Yeah, our throwing is getting better. And more wands. What happened there? Did Zom... What? Arcs of Chaos. So he hasted the Phantom. It looks like he tried to hex us somehow and we resisted it with significant effort. And now we've been corroded. So it's a hasted Phantom with a -4 corrosion. That's right. We can... Oh wait, he confused it. Okay. I was going to say, we can just go back upstairs. Violent explosion. This faith amulet is maybe a bit too much. Wand of enslavement. Okay, more reason to want to do evocations. But because the phantom's a blinking enemy, 48 more gold. Okay, it's hard for it to stay on top of you, even if you're corroded and it's hasted. We're going for a ride. More int. This is a bit scary. Okay, apparently it was really hard to hit him. An orange potion. Thank you, Zom. Zom is getting bored. We're now a boring thing. Okay. He's been bored twice. And we put on an amulet of faith with you. For you. The amulet of faith doesn't actually affect how excited he is. Just how often he acts. Okay, so no magic mapping to find the ossuary that's on this floor. We're just gonna have to explore manually. So the first time he got bored was in the early game, when we still had the chaos weapon. So the reason I was going to give is not quite true. But Zom tends to get more bored more often if you're not using the chaos weapon. Because the chaos weapon amuses him when you accidentally haste enemies and so on. Alright, I'm glad that they're friendly demons through that gate. If we can fight all the dangerous things on this floor while we still have these guys, okay, they're timing out, damn. That would make it a lot easier. Have we seen any hints about the ossuary? No. Very distant. Okay, so let's start heading up. That's an orc warrior. We have so much acid. We'll just corrode him. Zom's giving us more things. What was that? 18 bolts. Okay, thank you, Zom. We'll pick up the 2 tomahawks. I think just on general day-to-day practice, if we're going to be throwing stuff, I'd rather use the regular tomahawks. The poison is still very distant. Ooh, magic cloak. The poison javelins are very valuable. Let's test out what this is. No. We've got a bee pack coming. Let's get away from that. I do not want to fight bees. Not only are they really dangerous, but we don't want to spend time fighting a bee pack. We want to just find, hey, we got the ossuary. A +1 cloak. Okay. So that's definitely better, I think, than +8 HP for this character. Trying to very carefully watch the message screen. Is this? No. Seems like it maybe is around the B pack. Yeah, because we were down here when we were very far away. So maybe it's somewhere in here. Or in this top corner, maybe. Yeah. Let's try this way. I suspect we're not going to make it though. Ada bites itself. Zom thinks this is hilarious. Nearby. Okay. Come on. Come on, ossuary. I don't want to fight the bees. Damn it. So this is a good example of something that the Ice Blast wand is good against. High evasion, low HP. It can't miss. I don't want to use it on just one. I was hoping I could enslave it, and then this is a good way to do it. We'll send the bees to fight the other bees. Oh man, why was that other beast so powerful? Hey, okay, so we just sense things, so it's down here and to the right. It's still there, we got in. Okay, nice. These race at the start tell us that this is a layout that has a race in it, which, depending on your character, can be really scary, but as long as we don't get slowed first, we can walk away from it. Also, we have a bunch of wands. Let's do our hat, I guess. There's a wraith. Okay, let's just acid wand it. And then clobber it. Yeah, it was a scroll summoning. Oh, okay, I didn't know. So our ally just got slowed by the Chaos Cloud and Zom found that funny. Where are mutations on? He's taking us on a ride in the ossuary? Okay. Oh man, okay, well there aren't any rooms in there. For a second I had the horrifying thought that we could end up with those other wraiths, but no. It's not actually a room. We killed everything now? Yeah. Oh, no, there might still be enemies here. No. Tiny amount of experience, but experience is experience. Wasn't Old Ogre fun? It's basically what we're playing, right? Just that we got to the giant club really quickly. I don't think we're getting to the giant spiked club too quickly. Still, it's kind of similar. Let's try this new ring we found. Protection from cold. That would have been extremely useful for the ice beast we just fought. If this was a time where we didn't leave a corpse, but we still had mutagenic chunks of flesh, I would have eaten that because, well, it hasn't happened, but he's making more dragons. Oh, wait, we did get mutated. At some point we got clarity. That's really good because it means that we're now not going to get confused by any of Zom's... What do we get? 61 more gold. By any of these confusion hijinks. Paralysis is really good, but enslavement does much the same thing. As in, it's a good hex wand. Will work on the same low MR enemies. I think the next wand we'd want to buy would probably be digging. Or acid if we somehow ran out of these 19. So I'll hold on to that gold. Zom, where are our mutations? There's Maurice. Good example of one. So it's a 46% chance to hex him. If we do that, we can try to make him fight stuff so he's going to die before he starts going invis and stealing all our stuff. What happened there? Did he hit a teleport trap? Where did Maurice go? He blinked somewhere. I don't know where he is, but we have a lot of scary enemies coming. Okay, Maurice is down there. Damn it. I was going to say, we could make Maurice fight Joseph, and that would be a very good use of an enslavement one, but he blinked the other way. So this is too dangerous now. What is in there? Wait, we have a ring of flight. We can find out. Okay. Oh, it's electric eels. I no longer want to be here. He mited it too. I don't know. This is making me feel like there's probably loot here. So we've got this deep water section with eels in it, and these tiles look like they're land. So there's probably loot there. So I kind of want to do this. We'll ice blast him. Okay, got him. I'm just waiting for the flight to run out so then we can evoke it again. Not that we can drown, but we... Oh, it was an ice statue. Can we do anything to that? Also, our thing's running out. We're gonna start getting really drained if we can't fly again. Is that an artifact ring? It is. Okay, so I really want that. Okay, we're getting drained. We can't stop. We can't fly again while we're still in the water apparently. So okay, we're super drained. We went back down to 8.8 maces and flails. No. Alright, so I think what we need to do is once we afford the one of digging, we just dig in. Because our flight lasts long enough for us to get there, but not to fight the ice statue. And we're potentially going to need to kite in and out a few times. So we don't want to get as drained as this over and over again. Alright, we need to remember that. Oh, we can afford the digging now. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Randomly alarm trapped. So we've got protection from cold against the ice statue. Statues also can't heal. So I'm going to dig through diagonally like this because I want to be able to break line of sight. What did I do? Press the wrong button. Ooh, that's the Lagitangle order. So this is really good loot in here. That's a staff. Yeah, a Lagitangle is a staff. Yeah, okay, good. Losing my mind for a second. That's a really good weapon. What are trolls? Probably not very good at it. Okay, yeah. If you're an ogre, that would be great. They're good at staves and polearms. But we're not. So, statues cannot regenerate HP. So we can take as long as we want to sort of slowly acid him to death. What might be better actually is throwing our tomahawks. So that way we're not using charges. And we can just take as long as we want. We could even also just run in, grab the artifact ring and then run out. But this is good experience if we can manage to kill it. Yeah, Zom's power touches on your mind for a moment. I wonder if he tried to confuse us then. This might take a while. This might be better. Slowed one. Potentially mulching our javelins there, but that's alright. I know this artifact ring is going to be amazing. It's going to be super amazing, just wait. Do we have ID? No. I'm willing to risk it. What am I trying to drop? There's something that I saw in my inventory that triggered me. Scroll of Amnesia. Okay. Let's also pick up the Lagitangle of Order because one of the few remaining items in the game that gives you protection from mutation. So that could be useful in some situations. Let's just put this ring on. It's going to be amazing. Dex +3, Slay -4, See Invis, Stealth -. Not so good, the Slay -4. I'm going to say it has See Invis, so it has some sort of niche use. So we're going to carry it with us, but we're not going to use it. The slay +4 is very bad. Just in case you couldn't tell. There's a hand axe of flaming, that's fine. Here's a new ghost. Ultimate golden pants. Cargo fighter. We've been very lucky with the ghosts that we've met. We met quite a few, but they've all been just melee ghosts, which means we can just fight them on stairs. I really don't want Maurice to steal our stuff. I'm just gonna leave. The orc became a kobold. Oh, let's test our hatch up. Now that we're not racing for ossuaries. Pick the last stair that is away from Joseph, or we hope. Still swinging at 1.1. Okay, never mind, we're still drained. Here's Pikel. He is an extremely good target for an enslavement wand because all his slaves will turn against him. Alright, we can't hit him though. He turned Pikel into a spiny frog. That's so much worse. Can we enslave it? 46% chance. So we kind of can. I was thinking, if we could enslave a spiny frog, it would absolutely destroy Joseph and Maurice. But no such luck. Orc warriors are also very good enslavement targets because they have pretty high damage. Zom decides to shift things a little. And low MR. What is Zom doing? He gave a demonstration of destructive might. So he made everything be coroned. Okay, Maurice has a hex wand. Okay. Keep trying to acid him. He's extremely dangerous if he has, say, an acid wand of his own. We could also just enslave him. We really can't. I don't know. I'm being so greedy here. We could just leave. Okay, there we go. So we can team up to kill the ghost. I lied. Oh, Maurice is gonna hex the wand. He has a wand of paralysis. Okay, so he could have been affecting us. I was gonna say, if he has an enslavement wand, does he enslave enemies to your team? I feel like he probably does. I'm gonna ice blast them both. I don't want Maurice to go invisible, which he'll do when he's not charmed, as he immediately then goes invis. It's alright. We can't miss with ice blast. And now we have paralysis wand. Joseph, can you be paralyzed? Not really. Gave it a go anyway. Can you be poison javelined? Yes. Throwing, good skill. Good. Alright, this really is the urn. Can we paralyze the spiny frog? Please. It's too scary. Please. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we're no longer drained, and we're just now swinging at 1.0 with our giant club. Yeah, we're not getting to giant spike clubs anytime soon, I think. That's okay. Where are our mutations? There's a double-headed ogre. We are running through our acid ones much faster than I would have thought. Zone plays with reality for a moment. A chill wind blows around you. You gave us an ice beast. That's sick. If nothing else, it gives us time to back up so we can then get more space to throw more javelins. Should tick to that. Yep. Eyes of Draining are such good monsters in the early game. Oh, another one. We got Haste. Nice. Maybe we'll just kite him for a bit with some poison needles. We can do that now that we're hasted. Good. Okay, on to D9. Maybe we can get back to Lair. How's that? See if we can get a third Lair death in a row. And maybe we should... No, we can't afford more acid ones. Okay. Running through these ones really quickly. Hippogriff? That's okay. Is it okay? Yeah, someone gave us temporary aid. Hornet, okay. Terrifying without our poison in the early game. Really fast, can poison you really heavily. Can just kill you with its 18 damage stings. Can slow and paralyze you. So let's see if we can paralyze it. Roughly 40% chance. Come on now. Maybe we'll Ice Blast Wand it, seeing that that didn't work. They are susceptible to poison, but kind of hard to hit. Maybe I should have tried to throw a poison javelin at it, but I did not. Why can't I shoot the Ice Blast? I feel like I should be able to target that square without it hitting me, but apparently not, because I want to target it diagonally like this, whereas it's trying to do it diagonally that way. And I don't think it lets you target the wall. So I can't cheat by saying shoot here. Or can I? No, I can. Okay, never mind. As I say that, we get paralyzed. Serve the toy, my child. I don't know that the Shadow Imp is quite going to do it. And he's also standing where I want to Ice Blast. Let's see if we can get an acid. I'm using dots so we don't shoot our own guy. Yeah, we're actually just dying. What have we got? We've got a Fear Scroll. Man, as I was saying, these early game Hornets are insane. If we get paralyzed, we're in so much trouble. Can we even fear it? I don't know that we can, because when monsters get blocked in, as in when you fear them and they try to run, if they can't run anymore, say they're trapped between... there's a wall behind them or there are other enemies around them so that they can't run, they'll turn back to fight against you. So I think what would happen here if I feared is that the Hornet would immediately hit into the Shadow Imp, then come back again. So I think we might need a Blink Scroll. This is so painful. And then can we finish him? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So thank you, Zom. Your Shadow Imp made that situation much worse. We couldn't Ice Blast, and then we couldn't fear. I mean, I still could have Ice Blast. I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much if I hit out our friend. He would have turned hostile, but the danger was the Hornet, not some random imp. 2 doors burst open and another slam shut. That's a song, isn't it? 1 door opens and another door closes. I don't know, maybe I made that up. Alright, enchant armor. We could put that on our +1 cloak to get an extra AC. I think we're okay. I think we just wait. The danger has been from random fast poison enemies. Oh, there's another one there. Like hornets and spiny frogs. They haven't really been from enemies, regular enemies meleeing us. I don't know, that might change once we get to Lair. We might get some angry polar bears again. See here, Mace. Thank you, Zone. Exactly what I wanted. Here's our first book of the game. And for the third time, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 or 4 or 4, but we have found the starting transmuter book, the book of changes. So we could learn sticks to snakes again. Even without any training, it's at 40% chance to fail. And if we wield the wizardry, it would be 21%. So we'd want to train it a bit. Alright. Let's do it. We should also learn Beastly Appendage. It's a damage boost. It really doesn't take much training. We're gonna learn both of those. And we're gonna train transmutations to maybe 3. So not much. Just a little bit of investment. A lot more than usual though, due to -3 aptitude. But still, and that will give us a bit of a boost. We've got more snakes again. Okay, we've got 6 curing. We're not... Man, okay. Snakes really seem to be a real struggle for this character. That vampire is less scary than usual. Hey, there we go. You feel genetically stable ×2. You are somewhat resistant to both further mutation and mutation removal. Okay, that won't help us with Zon. He'll just mutate us as much as he wants. But with that and the Lajatang of Order, it's basically like we're playing Zin in terms of mutation resistance. Any mutation enemies that we'll work on. That's pretty funny. And we also got a pair of small antennae. So that lets us detect invisible monsters. Not see yet. So if this vampire goes invisible, we'll have an idea of where he is. Okay, so we can detect him. I don't know. I think I'll just wait. We can kite him forever. Normally they're kind of scary because they can confuse you. And you often don't have MR by this point in the game. But we have clarity of mind, so not gonna be confused. Oh, nice. He gave us an artifact robe. I had no idea. Oh, please. Come on, guy. Ain't got time for this. So I'm just giving us stuff. As we're kiting this vampire, he's giving us both an artifact amulet and an artifact robe. Is an amulet of faith the best Zom item? Seems like it. Okay, I'm just gonna fight him. It's really not working. He's just drawing strength from our injuries. So he's healing and he's really hurting us. How about let's just put the Sea Invis ring on. And then maybe we can fight him. Yeah, there we go. We can fight him. Alright. No ID. So we're just gonna risk putting things on again. +0 row with our poison, our corrosion, dex +4. Don't mind if I do. Oh, it was a +2 row. Wait, does this make an EV difference? 10 EV, 10 EV, no. So do we want to trade 2 AC for our poison? Maybe in lair, but not right now. Okay, and the amulet? I don't want to give up the amulet of faith though, it's so strong. Regen plus int +4. Yeah, it's worth. As memey as the faith amulet has been, it's neutral. It's not good. It's not good or bad. It's making him act more often. So we will keep the regen one. Let's drop the amulet of faith. You were fun, but you're not actually that good. Let's take off the slay -4 ring that I forgot about. Curse -3 strength. And we want protection from cold. Cool. As we become starving, we just lose all our food to the hungry ghost. Cushions of Might. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but it feels like there's been a trapdoor up on almost every floor. This gave us Agi. Cool. How much throwing do we want? I believe that 8 throwing, which we've now reached, is the point at which blowguns become like they used to be before they got nerfed. As in, with zero skill, they were as good as they are now. With 8 throwing. Nice. 10 more paralysis charges. Could not quite afford more acid. What are you doing, Zom? We need more gold. It's going to be Grom. And we did find Lair? No, we didn't. So it's going to be the last possible Lair. Zom is getting bored. I'm sorry. You don't lose faith with Zom when you take off the amulet. I should have pointed that out. He's never going to follow us upstairs, so we can go back up to rest. He will now, because he's next to us. Why does that hurt so much? She's an enchanted halberd. Must be like a +8 halberd or something. Staff of Earth, nice. If we ever go into statue form troll later on, that would be really good. There's a manticore, that's terrifying. Has pretty good MR, I believe. Yeah, so we're not hexing it too reliably. Let's go. We'll chuck some poison javelins, and then we'll probably acid wand it. And again, see how much damage it does? They really hurt. So do vampire mosquitoes. I want to fight them one at a time. If need be, we've got 2 heal wounds. We should be fine. Can we paralyze them, enslave them? Yeah, we can. Okay. So we should be okay. 13 damage and drain health. Alright, we can take a bit more punishment. Not anymore. We're gonna acid it. Man, we're actually just gonna die. 1 more paralysis? No, I feel like it can kill us. I don't know how much health it can drain, but it's probably more than 13. So we're gonna heal wounds. This guy is just super powerful. We can't paralyze him either. Wait, is it because he's undead? He's resisting with some effort. No. Okay, we're just unlucky. What is his problem? Can you stop it? There we go. That was how many? 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? Yeah, 4 resists at 46% each. That's not right. If you get a D11 lair, it can be really rough. This character is stronger than many. Baron von Scrubb's Ghost, Spriggan Assassin that can hit for up to 5 damage and knows no spells. That is a sad character if I've ever seen one. We probably can't ever hit him because he's going to have 1,000,000 evasion, but he literally can't hurt us. So we'll just keep swinging until we either starve to death or we actually connect. Come on. I'm really tempted to hold down tab. No. But then things might turn up. Okay, here's Ozakubo's armor again. Let's get that. That is worth. As I was saying in the earlier episode, I believe that's now buffed. Now that it disappears when you move. Don't take these guys too lightly. They can go really ham on the summons. Okay, so we're running. Nice, he made butterflies to give us some space and then gave us ogrebs. Okay. Alright, you can still just walk. So I don't know if you caught a brief glimpse of the sun demon. But that's a major reason why you can't take these guys for granted. Because the sun demons are fast, and if you don't have any RF at this early point in the dungeon, they will kill you very quickly. There's our lair. I'm gonna go in a sec. More digging. We just shut the door now that we have door closing technology, even though there was an arrow on it. More things. Confuse. Chaos, Gravitas, Petrify. No, we don't want any of those. Yeah, let's learn Ozacuba's armor. Put that on W maybe? We should make some macros. We'll do one for Ozacubos. We'll do one for Sticks to Snakes. I did already have one. And we'll do one for Beastly Appendage. Cool. Wait. There we go, okay. So we can get talents. I think we're gonna get talents every time. With a hat on. I don't think we'll get horns. I could be mistaken. Oh, we could get claws. Okay, never mind. I'm just talking nonsense. So it's dropped to 11% to fail. I think 3% or 3 points for for transmutations is probably going to be fine. It's not amazing for Sticks to Snakes because how many snakes you get and the quality of them is affected by the spell power, but even just being able to cast it should be good to help distract enemies. Let's not fight multiple and get trained. And then I immediately fight all three anyway. Because one's hitting us from distance with the halberd. And he's really strong. Okay, never mind. Seeing how damaged we are. Oh, okay, we can't hex him. 30% chance on the paralysis wand. I want to acid him. Missed, and again. Missed. Okay. We're hitting him. We hit him that time, but we didn't train him. Okay, well, we just killed him. Good. If he made a sun demon there, we were in a lot of trouble. Hatch up again? Is there one on every floor? Feels like it. Vulnerability. Okay, and that's done. So we're going to head into lair. Wrap this one up here. This character is definitely the urn. The early experience potion that made us like an old ogre into a bunch of maces and flails skill is exactly what we were looking for. I'm feeling it. Zom is not going to kill us. I repeat, Zom is not going to kill us.